everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well and everybody in your family is in good health. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Dr. Adi Olubamiji, and this is Career Cafe with Dr. Adi. And today I want to talk about a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. And this topic really talks and pretty much focus on how do you get jobs from different employers without you having to look for a job that requires LMIA. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Sorry, I want to take this away from my back. We just got back from church. I hope I look fabulous. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you. And hello from Jamaica. I hope you're doing well. Where exactly are you joining from in Jamaica? I'm dreaming of going on vacation in Jamaica, by the way. Please tell us in the comment section where you are joining us from today. Today's topic is pretty much how do you get a job without LMIA in Canada? What is the process and where should you be looking at this job? And I come here every time to dish out this very good information because it is important for you to know what to look for, where to look for, so that you're not just searching and merry-go-rounding and pretty much just praying and hoping something will happen when you should actually have the right information to take you to your next level. My hope and my mission in life at the moment is to make sure that every African, every Black person, every person of color, not just Africans, have an understanding of what it takes to be free. If you want to move anywhere in the world, what does it take to get your wings and fly? Secondly, if you are living anywhere, whether you're living in your own country or somewhere else, how do you win in that own country? That is my current mission. I am an engineer by training, and recently, about 8 months ago, I quit my job. I said I wanted to help people to actually put people in different locations. I am very proud of some of the things we've done. In the last 6 months, we've gotten over 200 admissions for people. So September, January, May next year, we're bringing about 200 people to the UK, to the US, to Canada for school. And when it comes to job offer, I have lost count in terms of how many job offer we've gotten for people. And I'm happy that people can come to this page and get the right information. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Please tell us in the comment section where you're joining from. Hello to people from Johannesburg, from Lagos State, from Jamaica. Thank you all who have mentioned where you're from. And yes, let's get into this. I'm going to be sharing my screen. So I have my laptop in front of me. And we want to talk about job offers without LMIA today. My focus today is pretty much the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. And this is very important. And this is pretty much what cost Canada to have this pathway, which is getting a job without LMIA and what it can do for you. And LMIA means Labor Market Impact Assessment. When you're looking for a job in Canada from outside of Canada, or you are a visitor in Canada, usually you're looking for a job that can give you LMIA. You need that LMIA to be able to apply from the government that an employer needs me. And this employer has petitioned the government stating that we really want this person and this is why. So oftentimes that LMIA is very, very critical. Now, for a company to be able to grant an LMIA, they have to prove to the government. Can you all hear me very well so I can make sure I'm not talking to myself alone? They have to prove to the government that they picked you because of your exceptionalism. They also, in a lot of cases, have to prove to the government that they couldn't find somebody else within the company, within the country, in a stipulated period of time who can do the job they want to hire you for. So LMIA is a thing that even if an employer already started talking to you, they like you, but they find out that you are not in Canada, you can see them ghosting you. They don't want to talk anymore because they don't want to pay, because they have to pay for LMIA. They don't want to pay for LMIA. They don't want to go through the process of LMIA. So some people who have actually had good interviews with you could just ghost you because they don't want to do LMIA once they find out that you're from outside the country. And, you know, in the past, I have showed you if you're looking for a job that has LMIA, where do you get that from? And the reason why I'm repeating that is because you don't just want to be applying to every job because there's an opening in Canada, you are in Ghana, you are in South Africa, you are in Jamaica, you want to move to Canada, you saw an opening, you just put your application. No, you don't want to do that. You want to focus on only jobs that the employers are willing to either file LMIA for you or the employers are what we call designated employers. These designated employers, there is no need for LMI whatever. They are the reason why we are here today. But first of all, I want to clarify that I see a lot of people just applying to every job. They go on Indeed, they start to apply to every job. Every job is not yours. You want to focus on jobs that the employers can file papers for you. Now, if you know somebody who is in the process of getting a job, they've been applying to Canada for so long, they're frustrated, please invite them to come to this live so they can learn the step. Now, let's focus first on how do I find a job with LMIA. This is like repetition, something we've done before on this channel, but we want to start from that before we go to the non-LMIA one. So what I usually tell people is that go to Job Bank. Job Bank is pretty much, the website in Canada where every employer pretty much posts their job. And you post your job there because, A, you want to find the right people and you want to pretty much be in compliance with the government. So if you're looking for a job, I want to tell you that your first place, if you are trying to get a job from outside of Canada, could be the Job Bank. Now, how do you go through the Job Bank to find a job that that is pretty much by employers who can file LMIA? How do you find those jobs? So I'm going to share my screen. 1 second. Can you see my screen? So I'm outside. So this is my screen. Let's see if we can increase this lighting. Can I increase the lighting? Okay, I really hope you can see my screen. So what you do here, you can see on the market today in Canada, there are 128,124 jobs available in the country today. So that is the number of jobs available, but not all those jobs have LMIA. How do you get a job with LMIA? That is the next thing. So 1 second. We'll go to advanced. This is advanced over here. Once you go to advanced, and it will give you so many different options, province, and different things. You go to the second to the last. So this is the last area. There's nothing under. This is the last. The second to the last here. You want to go to the second option here. This is the second to the last. Intended applicant. Then you go to this option, Canadians and international candidate. Once you click on that, it changes the number of jobs on the market to 33,000 here, 33,825. These 33,825 are the jobs that have LMIA opportunity. You can apply for this job from anywhere in the world. You can do that. Remember, people from everywhere are applying for this job, right? So there is truck driver, office supervisor, construction helper. Let's keep scrolling down. Farmer carpenter, framer carpenter, construction painter, human resource officer, office administrative assistant, software designer, accounting bookkeeper. You can see gas station supervisor, cook, food service supervisor. Now you can filter. You can filter and say, I want to make a 6-figure salary like Dr. Adi always says. So I want a job that pays at least 80,000. And okay, let's make sure people can see this properly. Give me a second. I want to see if I don't know how to increase lighting. Who understands science proper? Can you people tell me now? You people tell me how to do this thing though. Okay, I want to try to increase the lighting of my laptop so that I can make sure that everybody can see what I'm sharing properly. So, if you know what I'm supposed to be pressing, please tell me. Or I'm trying to figure this out myself. 1 second while I try to. Okay, so I don't know if this is better, but this is what we have. Okay, so. I wanted to say there are options. So what I did is I said, this is the type of salary I want to make. I want 80,000 to 80,000 and also checked 100,000. I want a high paying job. Once you check that, then it starts to bring those high-paying job up. Software designer, administrative service manager, business general manager. Some of you who are bank manager in Nigeria, we can apply for you for this type of role. Junior accountant, you just graduated from college, you have 2 years experience in accounting. Marketing manager, you work for a telecom company in Nigeria, or you work for a sales, anywhere you are working at anywhere. As a marketing manager, this is a job for you. And so I'm saying this because, I don't want somebody to say, oh, it's only people in tech that Dr. Adi is helping. It's only if you are an engineer that Dr. Adi help you. About that, she only helps scientists. I don't only want scientists. I believe your skill sets today can get you a position in Canada. So this is someone who is looking for an LMIA job. Now, we will go to the next one. First, let's start here. So what is the criteria to get this job? We will click on the job. So let's say we're clicking on this marketing manager job. So they said they need 3 years to less than, oh God. Let's change where we are. I mean, we should just go back inside me. This one, the backyard is not paying us. So this is the marketing manager job. This is what they require for the job. Marketing manager. It was posted on the 16th of July, and they want somebody who wants to work in Ontario, North York, in the heart of Toronto. That's where North York is. They have one vacancy. They want you to work 40 hours, 48 to 50 hours per week. This is unfair. You should work 40 hours per week, by the way. But they said, okay, it can be negotiated, and you should be bilingual. You have to be able to speak French and English. They want someone who has a master's degree. You should have between 4 to 5 years. And budgetary responsibility, they're going to give you a responsibility of this. Now they now have tasks, what you are supposed to be doing. Supervision, you're going to be a supervisor. 3 to 4 people will report to you. What do they want you to know? They put it in there. Area of specialization, they put it in there. They put all of the things that they want. They want someone who is dependable, but someone who can work with large caseloads, large workload. But you have to know this area of specialization: advertising, market research, marketing, media relations, and stuff. For computer and technology knowledge of SEO, SEM, data analysis software, project management software, website creation and management software. They need those knowledge. Now, that's making sense to you. So the reason why we're looking at this is because I want you to have an in-depth understanding of what does it take to get a job in Canada. If I am a marketing manager in Ghana or South Africa or Nigeria, or I'm from Jamaica, I'm a marketing manager, I have this 3 to 4.5 years of experience. Oh, I qualify for this role. With my resume, should I just put in for this job and they will call me? Now, they have their criteria. Now, let's talk about the job application processes a little bit here. When you're applying, remember how many people are applying. Many people around the world. Everybody wants to come to Canada. Canada is the most desired destination today on the market anywhere in the world. People are thinking of migrating. The first place that comes to mind is Canada. Now, let's say about 180 million people worldwide wants to move, and Canada is the first destination on their mind. Now, let's say a very small percentage of those people are marketing manager, advertising manager, public relations manager. Those are the people who could fit into this role. Now, let's say about 0.5% of those people are in that shoe. Now, we have 190 million people. They want Canada. 0.5% of that, they have marketing manager. That's still a good amount of people. All of them are trying to apply for this particular job. And you are sitting in your room also believing you qualify. The question is, how do you stand out? You have downloaded a resume template online that says this is a Canadian resume template. Now you've got on the site all of the keywords in here. You load it up in your resume saying, I know advertising, market research, marketing relations, I know SEM, SEO. You've put everything. Did you know that 90% of those other people looking for a job have done exactly the same thing? All of you have done exactly the same thing. You've all gone to the job, copied everything on the job, slamming on your resume, boom, the resume template that you downloaded, and you've sent it out. It's important for you to know that you will not be called back if that's what you're doing. You have to be able to prove to an employer that everything on this list, you have it. How do you prove to them that you have it? That is the place where a career coach guides you. We guide you to help you put in what they need to see. Those things that they need to see is called the Eden request. What an employer needs to see for them to really say, truly, this is my candidate. This person falls in my top 1%. I must interview this person. Because there are maybe 5,000 of you who have applied for that job. How do you want to stand out? First of all, they're not going to read the 5,000 resumes. They're going to there is a process to this. The first place your resume go to is called the applicant tracking system. It's an algorithm that sieves your resume. It checks your resume against the job. So if you've tailored your resume against the job, you have a chance to pass through the applicant tracking system if you have an over 80% match rate. The next place your resume go to, a recruiter who advertised that role will pick up your resume. Only 25% of resumes that are submitted pass through the applicant tracking system. That is what research said today. So if 5,000 people apply, only 25% of those people will go through the computer algorithm. Well, now the 25%, somebody has to review all of that resume. And, I have to review all this resume to make sure that I want to pick maybe 6 people that I want to interview, or maybe 15 people. I'll give them a phone interview, or a quick 20-minute interview on Zoom. That recruiter has their own criteria. It's called the 6-second rule. In 6 seconds, this person needs to confirm that you met the education requirement, the work experience requirement, you have the competencies required for the job, which they listed, and that you have wowed her or him with some other things, which we career coaches teach you. Now, if you're able to do that, this person call you in an interview. In that first interview, how do you get to be one of the 5 people that is sending the resume? You have to sound intelligent. When the recruiter has that 20 minutes with you, remember, that recruiter doesn't know much about that job. That recruiter recruits for everybody in the company. As they're recruiting marketing manager today, tomorrow the same recruiter may be recruiting software developer. Their own job is to recruit. They don't know the technical details about the job. How do you get a recruiter to actually forward your resume to the hiring manager? You have to be able to talk to them on their level and go beyond their level. You talk to them on their level, and then you switch to technical jargons. Technical jargons, you lose the recruit. It's 20 minutes interview. You use the first 3 minutes being on their level. The next 5 minutes, you lose the recruiter. You are sounding extremely smart. The woman is saying, yes, this is making sense, but I don't understand jack. Inside her, that's what she's saying. But it's making sense. It's sounding like what they need. You're mentioning the keywords. You're talking about the technical competencies. They are lost. After that 5 minutes, you come down to that recruiter's level again. You talk like you want to, what they understand. Another 3 minutes. You lose that recruiter again. Go back to the high note. Boom. Because it's important for that recruiter to hear that you're smarter than her. If you're not smarter than her, you're not going to the hiring manager. The competition is too stiff for you to get there and you have copied everything out of the job description, and that's all you want to go and give that recruiter. It ain't gonna work. That 3,000 of you who apply for that role, it's not gonna work. I'm explaining this because there is process to this thing. It is not enough for you to download a template from, I have a Canadian resume template. Okay. If you don't know what to put in the resume, I can copy all the job description. All right, you'll pass through the applicant tracking system. What are you going to tell that recruiter that will make that recruiter feel like, this person is smart. Smarter than me. At least he's telling me way more than what is on this job description. Let me send this person to the hiring manager. Now, the hiring manager gets your resume. Hiring managers are looking for what I call a problem solver. You need to present yourself as a consultant. I've seen the problem. These are the solutions. And you don't present solutions by just reading the job description. You have to present solutions. If those solutions are not presented, you aren't getting hired. When you're trying to get a job where Indians, you saw that Indians just released Kini to the moon. They line up like this, want to come to Canada. Chinese, line up like this. You and your Nigerian degree, line up like this. Something is already working against you. They believe that black people were at the tail end of innovation. We are at the tail end of technology. Whether you're Jamaican, you're in South Africa, they still believe all of us are the same team. So how do you want to go to that interview to present yourself as a consultant? Because you've been applying the jobs. The last testimonial we shared today was somebody who is already in Canada. She's been applying for a job for 8 months. I talked to her once. Once I gave her, this is what you do. This is the career path. From now on, this is what job you are looking for. From now on, this one. Okay, resume, do like this. Do like this. One meeting. She landed a job in 2 months that gave her 52% increase in salary. In 2 months. Went to somebody once, gave her all the strategy. She sent in a resume LinkedIn profile based on what I said. This is what we're looking for moving forward. She went a kill interview. They gave her one. Way better job. A senior position. Better. Move on. It's important for us to know this as Africans, that the competition is not just about you. You are competing with people from everywhere for this type of job that you are looking for. What did you bring to the table? How are we going to brand you? Brand you in such a way that your resume, wherever it gets to, they want to talk to you. When they talk to you, you open your mouth. How do we want to coach you to sound intelligent enough to beat every other person for you to go to that hiring manager? When you now get to the hiring manager, what should you be doing that actually gets you the job? Because this is very critical. Now, we've talked about the first one, LMIA. That's where everybody's advertising on their page. Go to job bank. Go to job bank. Just go to job bank. Go to job bank. Find a job. I want to say this. Everybody has an opportunity to go to neighboring careers. What are neighboring careers? So let's say you're an administrative assistant. That's who you have been called. When I work with you, I want to find out, are there neighboring careers? Careers, things that you have been doing on this role that you can actually claim, so that you can have multiple type of jobs that you are looking for, because we can't keep all your eggs in one basket. If you're looking for administrative assistant job, whereas you also have the competence of a customer experience manager, then we should be looking for both jobs. Maybe administrative assistant job, there are 2,000 jobs on the market. But customer experience jobs, there are 6,000 jobs on the market. Because we understand your neighboring career, now instead of just 2,000 jobs, we have 8,000. We've added 6,000 plus 2,000 jobs. 8,000. Your chance of getting a job has increased by how many percent? Times 3 increase. So instead of just focusing on, I want a job as an HR, it has to be HR business partner, HR manager. What is your neighboring career? So that instead of only HR, you have 2 opportunities. Let's find out what the second opportunity is. This is one of the areas we are covering flat out. It's the first topic at the boot camp. Understanding the neighboring careers, so that you are not only left with one option. Moving forward, you deserve to have 3 options. And when we're now looking for a job, we have 3 options. Because the more options you have, the more your chance of getting a job. It is the first topic we are tackling at the bootcamp. Understand? The last person I posted at resume testimony today, that was exactly what we did. She's been looking for one job for 8 months, no luck. The first meeting I had with her, She gave me a resume. I told her like 3 other options. We check which one has a lot of jobs, that has a lot of jobs. And when I show her responsibilities for those, she said, I do all of this today. I do all of it, not even one. I do all of this today. So if you do all of that today, you can use that title. Go and start to look for that job. Because you're already doing that. One, because that one has a lot more job on the market than what she's been looking at. She got that job. Yes, there are a lot of jobs on the market, but the number of jobs for every profession is not the same on the market. Some job has thousands of jobs on the market. Some jobs have only 25 jobs on the market. If your current title fall under the one with 25 jobs, the competition is too stiff. So let's identify what are your neighboring careers that you already do that duty on your job. Neighboring careers. Why am I not saying, let's cross you to tech. Let's move to tech. Tech has clinical. If a tech career is your neighboring career, so be it. We are picking it up. Your neighboring career is your strength. Every job that will give you LMIA, 90% of those jobs require work experience. If we move you to tech today, you will have 0 work experience in tech. That means you cannot get a job in tech. When you're looking for a job outside the country, you have to capitalize on your work experience, how you can use it for what you have right now or a neighboring career. Because those are the experiences you can claim. If you can't claim any experience because you cross over to cybersecurity from mass communication, you have 0 work experience, then getting a job is a trouble. Because they require work experience. They want to file papers for you. They have to prove to the government that you have done this before. That they are hiring you because you are the savior of the need. You are the consultant who's going to solve the problem. If you haven't done it before, how will they prove that you are the savior they need to the government? So if you have 0 work experience now that you have gone and run away to tech, Nairo, come back home. Let's find your neighboring career that you can claim something for and then put the application forward in such a way that your options are more. Nobody should beg you to be at the boot camp. If you are living anywhere, you need a job. You should line up to that boot camp because that is the cheapest way to get me. Our CAP program is $1,000 plus. This boot camp is going to crash everything from CAP program into 2 days. And I'm going to give you everything I have in 2 days. $200 too. If you don't get, we don't do this boot camp often. We do it every 4 months. If you want to waste another 4 months, don't come to the boot camp. You will do it again for another 4 months. You don't go see results. It's not a cost. It's this truth. If a door requires a key and you are knocking that door, a door that requires a key will not open except you forcefully use something to break it open, or you put the key. Instead of just knocking and knocking for another 4 months and nobody is talking to you, then come on the boot camp. Let's give you the key so that you can open the door easily and enter. Now, what we are here for today is, Madam, how do I get a job with LMIA? What's this program that allows no LMIA? The program that allows no LMIA is called the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. It started in 2017, and it's pretty much become a promising pathway for people to come to Canada. For you to get this nomination under the AIP program, you have to get a designated employer to give you a job offer. What provinces are covered under the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program? You have Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and New Brunswick. You're already trying to get a job that has LMIA. So that same resume that you're going to get at the template and all of the knowledge you're going to get, let's take all of that to go and look for job from designated employer. I'm going to show you the designated employers for some of these provinces. So there are 4 provinces under the AIPP. If you get an employer to give you a full-time job offer, then you will go and get your nomination and get your permanent residency. Let's start our search today from the province of New Brunswick. This designated employer, if they have jobs that they advertised, if you apply for those jobs, you get the job. You don't need LMIA. They don't have to issue LMIA. They are already designated. So if they have a job opening and you apply, they pick you, done. That's it. No LMIA stress. Where does the list look like? So I have taken a picture, so I want to share the picture first, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. So I have this picture up here. I have the picture up because I want you to take the link, welcomenb.ca. This welcomenb.ca is where the list is. Now, I'm going to stop sharing here and we will go to the screen. I hope you can see my screen. This is the place, welcomenb.ca. This is the list of designated employers in the province of New Brunswick. These people can give you a job offer. If they have opening and they give you a job offer, that job offer is what you take to go and get your nomination under the AIPP. It's plenty. I'm just doing it like that. So it's a long list. Now you're wondering, okay, how do I know if these people have jobs? Don't worry. There is a place called nbjobs.ca. Every job that is available in the province of New Brunswick is available on nbjobs.ca. These are the jobs available in the province of New Brunswick. What you do is, okay, there's a postal clerk job available by Canada Post. So you want to go to the list. Is Canada Post on this list? So let's find Control F, Canada Post. Let's just do post. Canada Post is not on this list. Canada Post does not have designation, so they can't give you that job. So let's go back to, so you shouldn't be applying to this job because they're not a designated employer. So let's go to Garda World. Garda World has an opening for armed guard. Let's find something else that is more known. Senior manager and group lead commercial banking. Scotiabank. Let's go and check. Is Scotiabank on this list? Scotiabank is not on this list. You keep going. All right. Another Bank of Nova Scotia. Bank of Nova Scotia. Ernst and Young. The Brick. Bell. Okay, let's go and check. The Brick. Okay, sorry. The Brick. The Brick is on the list. The Brick is on the list. So if the Brick is on the list, this is the Brick. Okay, sorry, over here is on the list. And they're looking for sales associates. You have been working in a furniture shop in Nigeria or Ghana, South Africa. You have been working in the bank. You have been working even as an online sales agent. You have worked with targets, all of that. So first of all, sales associate. What do they need from the Brick? You look at it and you want to present yourself. They say high school diploma. You even have a bachelor's. You have more than high school. So you are overqualified for this job. Okay, how do I package myself so that I can be number one on this job? Come to the boot camp. We'll help you understand how to position for this job. And you also have high school diploma. You have been working all along. All right, let's get you this because you also qualify. Even if not only WAEC you get. They say if you've been doing sales job as a WAEC holder, you also qualify. Bell. Bell has manager, field operations. Let's go to the list. Bell. So, Bell, Canada. They're not on the list. Let's go back. Salisbury, Success, Loblaw. So there's Loblaw, Nerdia. Okay, let's go and check again. Is Loblaw on this list? Loblaw. They're not on the list. What else? So this is how you go through this list. Don't just go through the list thinking, oh, I know the list. Yes, let me start to contact these people. No. If they don't have a job, no need contacting them. You take that list, you go to the job offer, you start to look. This job that is available, are those people on the list? If the answer is yes, then you can apply for that job through the company or through this nbjobs.ca. There is also a list that is for New Brunswick. Nova Scotia has their own list too. For Nova Scotia, this is their list. This list is Atlantic Immigration Pilot Designated Employers. No LMIA required, and these are the companies. All of these companies. Same thing, you go to Nova Scotia Jobs. Here are jobs.novascotia.ca. Here are jobs available in Nova Scotia. Here are the companies who have those jobs. They just posted some of these jobs. And these are the end dates. You have to apply before these dates. Hot jobs on the market. Several types of jobs. All of these jobs require no LMIA. All that is required is that you look at his job, you look at the company name, you go and check that list from Nova Scotia Designated Employer. Is that company name on that list? If the answer is yes, and that is the type of role you can apply for, you can filter by job type. So let's say you are a sales manager. You can filter by sales manager. It will only show you sales manager job in the province. And then you can now say, for this sales manager job, let me start to look at the name of the companies and compare it against the designated employer list so I can know which of these jobs are being advertised by designated employers. Then that's the only job I'm applying to. My hope is this, that you don't spend time wasting efforts, time, everything, getting frustrated. If you apply for a job with a company that are not designated employers, first of all, if that recruiter pay attention to your address, is saying that your address is Johannesburg, they ain't gonna call you back. They're gonna already remove you. The applicant tracking system should have thrown you out. It's only when they're designated employer, they don't care where you're from because they don't care. They're designated employer. They can hire anybody. Same thing with LMIA. They are willing to give LMIA. That's why the job is on there on Job Bank. They have already surrendered that for this job, we're going to get LMIA, pay for it if we find the right candidate. Look, the most difficult thing is this. Black people usually have the experience. We don't have the technical competences. For the same job you do in Nigeria, you're a salesman for real estate. How do you do your job as a salesman for real estate? You pick up your phone and call people. You call people. Hello, how are you? My name is so. Oh, this house, this is how much it's going for. You now do showing. You take them and they see the place. This is how it is. This is the features. In this country, they have softwares. They use CRM platform such as Salesforce they group people into opportunity, ongoing discussion. They group people. If I am a real estate company in Canada, I want to hire a salesman. I want somebody who knows customer relationship management platform, CRM, because that is the first tool you use to collect customer information and move customer across. In Nigeria, now phone number we just collect phone numbers and call people up. I have Excel sheets. In Canada, they are looking for, you have Salesforce, CRM. That's just an example. There are several softwares like that employers expect that you know that they need. They ain't going to mention all these softwares on the job description. They are not going to mention that. They're just going to tell you, we need somebody who can do this. Now it is up to you to say, I can do it. In fact, I can use this software or this software to do these 3 things. All of them that fall under what you're looking for. These are the things you are coming to learn at the bootcamp. That is called hidden request. They have mentioned, we want you to know this. They expect that if you truly know that, you will tell them the softwares you know. You will tell them the wins you have had in numbers. How you've used that software to generate the wins. For you to convince an employer that you can do the job, you have to know what, first of all, is important to them. They're in a different country. Just calling people up and doing showing is not what they need. It's not enough. I want you to be able to know, how do I maximize my experience that I'm bringing from my home country? I'm not an HR manager. I'm an engineer, a scientist, a researcher with PhD. I was a director before I quit my job, so I hire people. Now I own my company. I have 20 people working for me. If I want to hire people, what am I looking for? I know exactly what I'm looking for. When I was in corporate, I know exactly what I was always looking for. The strategy that I teach you is not an HR strategy. It's a science-based strategy. It's a knowledge-based strategy. Why? Because somebody has to know more than the HR. That's me. I'm not, yes, there are a lot of the career coaches on the market. Their background is HR. Mine is not HR. Mine is that I used to send HR on errand. I used to send them to go and help me find people. I make the final decision who I choose, not HR. What do hiring managers look out for? We are the ones who tell HR what we want. HR, this is what I want. Then HR go and get you that. Then when HR gets you 5 people who have that, then you pick who you want based on how they can solve your problem. So when I teach you the tech behind going past HR applicant tracking system and winning the hiring manager. Yes. I started this because my people are migrating. My people want the support to migrate. I can live anywhere in the world. I uprooted my life from Nigeria to Finland to Canada to the US. I can leave here tomorrow too and go somewhere else because I know how to win anywhere. I want to teach you how to win anywhere, how to be able to get past any gate. That's what I want to teach you. If you're looking, yes, you now know, if you're looking for LMIA job, non-LMIA job, you know where to get them. The question is, do you know how to be the number one person who actually gets the job? Because it's one thing to know where to get it. It's another thing to be able to get that job. There's no use. If you know how to get it, you're applying 40 jobs every day. 40 jobs with no strategy. 40 jobs every day. You ain't going to still get it. You're bringing a foreign experience. How do you convert it and get it interpreted in such a way that somebody who lives here is not going to accept it alone, is going to be exceptionally blown away? Yes, blown away and say, this is the person I've been waiting for. This is the person I want. Even if we're going to do LMIA, let's just do it. This person is who I want. If somebody have to apply for LMIA, the company is going to pay money. So the hiring manager has to justify why they want you. Oh, you want this candidate from abroad? Yes. Why? Oh, this candidate talked to me about this. This candidate has this type of competencies. This candidate knows this. I can use this candidate for more than I want. This candidate has proven to me that they'll deliver. Then they'll approve that LMI. So whatever you want to put on to be able, from resume building to help you pass through that gatekeeper of a software, to blowing away that recruiter, to getting a hiring manager to say, this is my person, to now getting that job and doing well on that job. The first 90 days on that job, what you should know so that you will do well on that job. All of it I'm teaching at the bootcamp. If you want to be one of those winners that in 4 months, you two will be testifying, get your slots. They have 30 slots left when I checked 2 days ago. I've not checked with them now. Go and grab your slot to come to the bootcamp. I wish I could take a lot of questions today. If you have a serious question about this journey, non-LMI job application, I want to take 2 questions before we close today. Please drop your questions. I've been denied visa twice. Yeah, that's all we're talking about today. I had my first session with her last month and my brain reset. Thank you. How much is the bootcamp? The bootcamp is $200. We're going to have it for 2 days. Saturday, we're going to be there for 6 hours. Sunday, we're going to be there for 6 to 8 hours. So make sure you bring food because, yes, we advertise 5 hours for each day. But usually, because people have questions, we usually go over the time because I want to make sure the clients get the answers, right? So I know the first day we're going over by 1 hour maximum. The second day we may go over by a couple of hours because we want people to pretty much be able to get their answers. The $200 covers for 2 days. My hope is that you are able to find the money before the tickets that they have run out. Okay. Any other question? Please, I have a bachelor's in economics, master's in managerial psychology. I've been out of job since 2012 because of marriage and relocation. Now I want to get back on track. Can you coach me? Yes, I can coach you. We have a CAP program which allows me to talk to you. We'll be through that program. It's either you come to the CAP program, but the subsidized version is that you come to the bootcamp. Yes, I can coach you. Yeah. I understand we can have work gap, study gap. Yes, you'll still be able to get a job. The first thing is let's get you back on track. When we get you back on track, then we can move you forward. There's already a large gap. So there's no reason why you're sitting down there and beating yourself down because of the gap. One time or the other in their life that they have to take a gap. There's a way to fill that gap. Okay, any other question? Go to dashboard and type. Oh, somebody was trying to help me. Okay, thank you. I don't see a lot of question on here. You can join the bootcamp from anywhere in the world. It's going to be on Zoom, and you would be able to ask your questions. We are not doing webinar. We're doing Zoom because we want you to be able to unmic yourself when you are asked to do so and ask some questions. You have a business administration background. Can you get a job from Nigeria? If you just joined this broadcast, when we post this saved broadcast, go back and listen. Everybody can get a job. Can I apply for jobs in Canada from the UK? I'm currently a care worker. You can apply for jobs. There are plenty of jobs. That's what we're done with today. What is the cost of the career program? The CAP program is currently $1,709. $1,079 is the cost of the CAP program. So the boot camp is like 1/5.5 of what you pay for CAP, and you get a whole lot of value from the boot camp. So, are there designated jobs for professionals? Please go back and watch this video so that you can see everything regarding where can I get the job, what are the links so that you can review it. Anybody can get these jobs. Everybody have to see so that they can see their own category. And what we talked about another thing, which was helping you define your neighboring careers so that you're just not looking at one type of career path. You have other options, so you have more options. If you're thinking, I need to talk to Dr. Heidi on a one-on-one, I just need a one-time discussion, it's $250. After this, please go to the DM. You don't want to go to the DM, just go through the story. You want to pay in Naira, there is Naira link. You want to pay in US dollars, which if you're paying in pounds, Canadian dollars, US dollars is the amount you used to pay. If I am helping you with job application, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you want people to help you with job application, are they going to come and help you do the job? Because people don't want to do nothing. You want us to help you with the job application. Are we going to help you with the interview? Are we going to help you do the work? Don't come abroad if you want anybody to help you. Nobody's going to help you. In this country, we teach you and then you help yourself. If you are waiting to be served, stay in Nigeria and find a house help to serve you. If you're looking that they're going to apply for the job for you, they're going to interview for you, then you get the job and then they fire you 15 days later because you had no clue what was going on. This is not the country for you if you want everything done for you. You are coming to work for an employer. The employer never talked to you. Please don't come to Canada or go to the US or the UK if you are looking to be served like a princess. They will serve you breakfast. They'll fire you on that job. They will serve you breakfast. Getting a job abroad, you have to be ready to give it a fight. This is a fight for your life. This is a fight for your future. This is your fight. This is not anybody's fight. This is your fight. You're the one who wants a good life for yourself. Don't be looking for anybody to do that for you. Come learn the strategy to do it so that you can fight for your life. I have seen people being laid off 5 days after getting a job. 5 days after getting a job. They can't deliver. They lied on their resume. Somebody got them the job. They have no clue whatever they're doing. They just arrived because somebody was doing everything for them. 5 days later, they've been fired. They're with Dr. Hardy. Dr. Hardy, they have fired me. They didn't apply for that job themselves. Or the people who lied on their resume that they have 15 years of experience as a scrum master, served breakfast to get job with PR in Ontario. Go to Job Bank. One of the jobs we reviewed is from North York, Ontario, which is the heart of Toronto. The jobs on Job Bank is the whole country. The AIPP, which has designated employer, it's restricted to the Atlantic province. What side can a foreigner get American jobs? We shared that 2 days ago. If you go through my page, 2 days ago, we shared how do you get American jobs with H-1B. It's on there. I can show you how to get jobs everywhere. What matters is, are you going to get the job? Did you get the strategy to be the #1 candidate so that when you're putting this resume in, it's not bouncing back? That's what you're coming to learn at the boot camp. For me, I have some level of integrity because I have a PhD. I believe that when you're looking for a job, it's a serious thing. When you're going to uproot your life and come abroad, a job is not school. Oh. School, you'll finish in 2 years. You will go out, work. You will be there the next 10, 20, 30 years. So please, make sure you learn the process yourself. When you've worked in this place for 2 years, you may still need another job. When you know the strategy, anytime you need a job, you reapply that strategy. You reapply it over and over and over again because you know the strategy. And that is why you need to learn that strategy so that it is yours forever. You know how to get a job. No employer is going to bully you. If they bully you, you know the strategy. You go and get a job. Dr. Adi has taught you. How do you register for the boot camp? Links in the story. They have the boot camp links. The link in our bio has the boot camp link. There are 3 people in the DM. They can show you, send you the boot camp link so that you can book. We have still posted another flyer on the boot camp. It has how to pretty much write down what's the link so that you can make payment. You can also pay directly to a Naira account. You can pay using e-transfer if you're in Canada. You can pay using Zelle, Cash App if you're living in the US. You can pay into domiciliary account in Nigeria if you're living in South Africa, Ghana, and you have US dollars, you can pay to a domiciliary account. Go and talk to people in the DM. They will give you whichever strategy will allow you pay easily for you. We want to make it easy for you. Okay, thank you everybody for your time today. Wish you a wonderful week. I'm going to share this video. Please share it with someone who may be looking for a job in Canada so that they can know the strategy to be able to find the job they deserve. Thank you again. For people coming to the bootcamp, I'll see you at the bootcamp. After that bootcamp, your life will not remain the same. You too will come out with fire. You'll be revived. It's career revival. I bring the fire. You will contact my knowledge, my energy, my strength, my blessing. I'll give you a part of it at the bootcamp. I'll see you at the bootcamp on Saturday. Before then, I'll still come on Instagram Live. The team will put some topics tomorrow. God bless you, everybody. Thank you for your time tonight. Have a good rest of your day. Good evening. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.